God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
Have you heard about anything interesting going on lately?
Just some talk about lost sheep and indecent wenches. Probably nothing to interest you.
Of course I care about it. Sheeps and wenches are my thing. Where do I find them?
That's over and done with. They ran away into the forest.
The wenches?
The sheep?
Well, we'd better get back to work.
I don't really have anything specific right now, but I did hear about something interesting from one of your neighbors.
Who?
I don't know his name, but it was about as old as you. He said his family owned the Skalitz Tavern.
Young Adam, then. And the interesting part?
He decided he wanted to go back home, see the damage and so on. And someone looted it right in front of his nose.
I know. I've met those scavengers before. It's not that interesting, just sad, really.
Well, it certainly isn't Christian. But the thing is, they were hiding money in that cellar of theirs.
I wouldn't count on it. The looters probably spent all of it by now if he crawled into the right tavern. And anyway, I'm sure they didn't exactly have the royal treasure hidden there.
This Adam said it was enough to fix a whole cottage, or to go exploring the world.
All right, but it still seems shady. And you haven't really given me much to go on.
Maybe, but I don't have anything better. Why don't you find him, and ask him, and see where it leads you?
And did he say where he was going?
He said he's going to Ratai, that he has some arrangements there.
It won't be easy to find him. Ratai's a little overcrowded nowadays.
Then you'll have to ask someone, won't you? Bloody hell. Do you want me to hold your hand while you do it?
I'll be on my way then.
Go, and ask him when you see him. Maybe you'll think of something.
Oh, Lord! Here, enjoy it.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Do you know where I can find the young innkeeper?
Adam? He's either tottering around the tavern or hanging around the horses. You know him.
Yes. Thank you.
What is it?
Good health to you.
You went to Skalitz on your own, didn't you? That took guts.
Not really. It took me a while before I could work up the courage.
That was sensible of you. I went back straight away, and I almost got killed.
I know. I heard. That's part of the reason I was so nervous.
And how did it go? Did you do everything you wanted?
There wasn't anything to do. Someone already did it before me. I wasn't even able to catch that thieving bastard.
What thief?
Some shady-looking character. Whole face smeared with soot. He shot out of the basement as soon as I went by and ran away with his loot. I got such a scare. I didn't think about running after him, and he stole absolutely everything. Even our new kettle.
What did he look like?
I didn't get a good look at him. He was covered in soot, and his sack of loot was so full, he had the kettle tied to it on the outside. It was gleaming.
A sooty man, a big sack, and a new kettle. Of course, he could clean himself up and throw away the sack. Maybe it was a devil. Or a charcoal burner.
You know, it really could have been a charcoal burner. That sack definitely looked like a charcoal burner's sack, and there are a lot of those around Rovna. so he wouldn't have far to go.
What was it he took from your place?
I don't know. My father told me never to talk about it.
What harm is there in telling me now? I can't steal it. Someone got there before me.
That's true. My father hid some money and valuables there. There was a jeweled cross he wanted to give Bianca as a dowry.
What did the cross look like?
Why do you ask?
Well, if I saw it somewhere...
What? You want to look for it?
Well, like I said, if I see it or hear something about it, we'll see.
That would be so kind. I've nothing left. If I had that cross, at least I'd have something to remember them all by. The cross itself was silver, and it had a small red ruby in the middle, like a heart, and it was hanging on a red string.
And did you tell the catchpoles about it?
I did. Alex asked me what happened and then sent me straight to them.
And what happened?
They said they were sorry, but they don't have anyone who could search all the houses looking for a kettle. So they told me if I don't know who it was, then there's nothing they can do.
Good day, Henry.
God be with you.
I found Adam and asked him about his stolen stuff.
And did you find out anything useful?
You could say that. It was a man covered in soot who stole a new kettle and a silver cross.
No one tried to sell me a kettle, but that cross had a red stone and string, right?
How did you know? Don't tell me you're a fortune teller.
Of course not. Someone offered to sell it to me, but the whole thing seemed shady, so I told him I didn't want it.
So what did he say?
Nothing. He wanted something to eat and drink, and then left.
And that's it?
Yes. If he cursed me, then he did it under his breath.
And do you have any idea who it was?
I don't know his name. Just said he's a charcoal burner. He's from Rovna,
Pour me
and
one.
only shows up here occasionally.
So a complete stranger just happens to wander in here and offers to sell you a stolen cross? Come on. You definitely know who it was.
I have got a reputation for being reliable and being able to arrange certain things.
Yes, that's what Fritz said. Andrew's the man to go to if you need anything tricky arranging. So surely you know what the charcoal burner's name is, right?
Well, I don't know everything. Just that the charcoal burner is called Tonchek, and he's from Rovna. But as for where exactly, I can't help you. I never went there, and I didn't ask.
All right, I'll look into it.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Are you the charcoal burner named Tonchek?
I'm not. Why'd you ask?
I heard he could help me get something, so I wanted to find him.
If you want, I can get you a bag of charcoal, but that's about it.
I'm really not interested in charcoal. Where can I find Tonchek?
He's got a cottage up there in the woods, but he comes down here to work.
God save you.
You're the charcoal burner, Tonchek.
That I am. What do you want?
I heard you had a nice cross.
I did. But what's that to you?
I grew up in Scallis, and there's nothing I hate more than miserable lowlifes like you looting what little we've got left there. If you don't give everything back, you'll be very sorry you met me.
I didn't do anything.
A completely new kettle. Could it be the one stolen from Scallis?
Get away from me. What are you...
Are you gonna keep stalling, or should I give you some more?
Why did you... All right, enough. It's hidden. Under an uprooted tree further off behind the cottage. Take it and stuff it and get out of my sight, you thieving bastard!
You're calling me a thief? You?
Yes. At least I didn't hurt anyone when I took it.
Damn.
My respects to you.
It wasn't easy, but in the end I pulled it off.
So how did it go? Have you got anything or not?
I tracked down the charcoal burner, but it wasn't worth it. He didn't have anything with him anymore.
He didn't have anything? It's ridiculous. He had to have at least a heap of groschen.
And how do you know that? I beat everything he had out of him, and it wasn't more than a few groschen. Maybe he managed to drink it all.
Maybe. If it was the right man. Are you sure you didn't steal from the wrong person?
He confessed and gave up the money. If his conscience was clear, he wouldn't do that, would he?
Depends on the type of thrashing you gave him, doesn't it? It doesn't matter. Let's leave it be. You can take those groschen and stick them you know where.
I'm glad to see you.
Guess who I ran into? A man covered in ash and in possession of a new kettle.
Truly? And how did it go?
I got something out of him. I think he might have spent some on booze.
It's not all of it, but that doesn't matter. I'm grateful for even this much. What do I owe you?
I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favour for a neighbour.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything...
I'll remember it.
Be a bit more careful.
God be with you.
So, what are you scheming up this time?
Well, we've got this idea. You might have heard there's coin coming to the Talmberg quarry to pay the workers their overdue wages.
I haven't heard anything about it.
They owe them for a quarter of a year. There's a lot of quarrymen in that quarry.
But it's bound to be well guarded, isn't it?
Maybe not, if we time it right.
And why aren't we talking about it with Andrew?
Andrew hasn't got the balls for it. He sent us to hell.
Fucking idiot.
Well, those people work for Sigismund.
Yeah, for Sigismund.
But I know Quarrymaster Rupert. Those people don't work for Sigismund.
No, they don't.
And you think it's all right? Is that what we are now? Common thieves?
What do you want me to tell you? Take a good fucking look at us. You're all right, but we're up to our necks in shit.
But a thing like this...
Do you think we're any better off now than we were in Sasau, on our last legs at the tavern?
No, I suppose not.
So you understand? Ever since Skelet's, everything's been going to hell. Why should we have to pay the price for that? To hell with the fucking quarrymen!
I'm in.
Wonderful. But before we get to work, we have to find out more. We are gonna go and take a sly look at that quarry. Meanwhile, you go to Talmberg and find out when they're bringing the coin. Try to find out who's gonna be guarding it. Even better, if you can make it so there's as few guards as possible, well, you know, I wouldn't be upset at all.
How am I actually supposed to do it?
Do what?
How am I supposed to find out when they're bringing the coin in?
You're pretty well known around these parts, aren't you? You'll find a way.
No problem. I can handle that.
You hinted there could be a way to make sure as few guards as possible get sent to escort the money.
Maybe. Ask Fritz about it. He's good at making trouble.
Couldn't we steal it right in Talmberg? Or somewhere along the way to the quarry?
If you want to get yourself killed, Do it alone.
True. That wouldn't be a good idea.
Do you know anything about the quarry?
A little bit. We'll check it out. We'll have to do it quickly, or make sure there aren't so many guards.
And can't we bribe them?
Maybe. But it might be a risk with some of them. They might blab.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll be dealing with other problems in the region. Agreed then. I'll get right to work on it.
Very well. We'll go and pay the quarry a visit. You'll find us there.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
So how do I make sure they cut down the number of guards when they transport the money?
Easy. Make a right ruckus.
A ruckus?
Ruckus? Hubbub. Bedlam. I mean, just give someone around Talmberg a punch in the mouth, start a brawl, or steal something valuable.
And that'll help.
Of course. The townsfolk will be furious. They'll start clamouring for more guards in the town. Take my word for it. 9 times out of 10, punching someone in the gob is the best solution.
Do you have any other ideas?
Well, most guards, especially the ones in charge, are lazy fuckers. If you could figure out a way to get rid of their horses, I'd bet at least a few of them won't go anywhere.
Thanks.
What a pleasure. I'm sure there's some other tricks you could try. Well, that's all I can think of.
Good health to you.
Hey, Henry's come to see
Matthew
us.
told me about his plan.
That bollocks with the quarry? What the hell is he thinking?
Here you are, and good health.
You didn't like the sound of it?
No, it's too big and too much in plain sight. If the slightest thing went wrong, it'd all be fucked. And me and you too, mind, if we had anything to do with it.
But it's the money owed to the quarrymen for a full quarter year's work. Isn't it worth it?
No, it ain't worth the risk. Why take that chance? For the love of God.
Well, Matthew feels like he has no other way to make money.
It's not my fault Matthew's useless. That's his problem.
So what do you propose? Matthew and Fritz have made their minds up.
You need to tell the commander of the Talmberg garrison that a robbery's in the making. Have him send his best men. And those 2 fools see how many soldiers there are. With any luck, they'll give up on the idea.
But what if they still decide to go for it?
Aye? Well, then they'll be in for a very tough time of it.
They're my old mates. You're asking too much of me.
I know. But look at what they're trying to do, for Christ's sake. Those quarrymen are honest folk.
beer for me.
They never did nothing to no one.
One beer for me.
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Andrew wants to betray you.
What?
He wanted me to go to Talmberg and tell Captain Robard about the robbery.
That horseman wants to get us killed? I'll cut him in 2.
Hold your horses. That'll get you nowhere. Use your head, damn it.
That swine! That fucking swine!
What if we lay the blame on him?
What have you got in mind?
They have to carry the money in a sack, don't they? What if I took the empty sack and hid it in Andrew's tavern? And then, instead of snitching on you like he wants, I tell Captain Robard he was behind it.
Fuck hell! That's devious! That's ingenious! That bastard would end up hanging by his own rope.
Then it's a deal. Once we get the money, I'll hide the sack somewhere here in the inn.
How are you, Henry?
Jesus, look where you're going.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I know who's behind the robbery.
What? Who the fuck is it?
Andrew, the keeper at the inn in the glade.
Him? How do you know? Do you have any proof?
I overheard something in the alehouse. The money is sure to be locked up somewhere there.
If what you say is true, there'll be hell to pay. I'll tell you that.
I've got that coin.
What? What coin?
The coin they were going to send to the quarry.
Going to? What are you saying? You stole it in Talmberg?
Damn right.
Well, I'll be fucked. So show us the bloody money then.
Here it is.
Holy shit!
A third of it is yours.
Fuck yeah! First we get drunk out of our heads. Let Andrew see what he missed out on. Hey, watch it! I'll remember you.
I've got the coin.
Good. You can buy me a fucking beer.
No, I mean the coin from the quarry.
Bollocks. Nothing's come to the quarry. We know if he did.
And it's not coming, ever.
What? All this watching and waiting's been for nothing? Fuck.
No, you blockhead. I stole the coin before it even left Hamburg.
What? So all this watching and waiting has been for nothing? Ha! Come here and give me a kiss, you sneaky little fucker.
Later. I'll have to get blind drunk first.
So, show us the money.
Here it is.
I can't believe it. We're rich.
That we are.
I'm gonna spend a week in the bathhouse. Fuck it, a month. And every wench in the province will be in there with me.
So many plots and intrigues, and nothing remains but dead bodies.